Well, Tom, it hasn't been the most ideal start to the season for KSB United, losing 7-0 to Ditton. How does that feel?
It feels bad because even though Ditton are probably one of the best sides I've seen in the SMCCFL, you don't want to lose games and you don't want to get thrashed because 7-0 is a thrashing. But having said that, coming up against their attack, which was, as I say, exemplary really, we defended well at times. Other times perhaps should have got rid of the ball a bit quicker. But great to see Andy back in goal. I thought he made several saves which kept the score down to a sort of respectable level in the end.
And though they were such a good side, do you feel that you could have... Was it a deserved scoreline?
I think it probably was, to be fair. The gripes would be that in the first half I thought we played quite a bit better. We were, of course, playing downhill then, so that did have something to do with it. They still managed to get most of the chances in the first half, but we had about 2 or 3 and they had 4 or 5. So a 4-0 half-time scoreline just shows how much better they were at finishing than us. They created several openings, but I think the first goal, fair enough, was a very good goal. Second one was a deflection, a bit lucky how it went in, it went past Andy. Third and fourth, shouts for offside. At least one of them I thought was definitely offside, I think the third one. So that was okay. Going into the second half though, they had several chances and we're probably lucky that they only got 3 of them.
Are there any positives that you can take from the performance?
Yeah, absolutely. I said to the lads afterwards, there's no disgrace losing to a great side. And the manner in which we lost, we didn't just sit down and let them just score as many goals as they could. We kept trying, and every goal we conceded we were gutted because we wanted to keep the goals out, because that's something we've improved on. I mean, we got our first clean sheet in pre-season for quite some time. That was good, but as I say, the main thing that was encouraging was that the lads didn't lose their heads, because for some reason their players did, and one lad sort of just walked off saying he doesn't want to play again because no one was passing to him. And that kind of thing, there's no place for it at K Street. We're all one squad, as we keep saying, and the lads in the main stuck together, and that's the way forward for K Street United.
The lads knew that was always going to be probably the toughest game of the season. That's out of the way now. How do you see the season going from here? What do you work on following that first game of the season? Well,
it's difficult. We didn't know that Ditton were going to be favourites, but they were probably even better than I was expecting, because we've beaten 2 Division 1 sides and a Division 2 side in pre-season. So just because they were Division 1 doesn't mean that we should have lost 7-0, but they were probably better than the Burnley sides that I've seen. In terms of where we go from now, we've got Bridge Bolton, and we don't really know anything about them. We do know that they were in the First Division a few years ago, but I'm assuming they've got quite a few different players now, so very much an unknown quantity. But we've seen that Ditton might not even be the best side in the division. I mean, Ivy Cosmos won 10-0. So it's going to be an extremely difficult division, with sort of a lot of sides in a false division, just because they knew they've had to start in the 4th division. So it's going to be a tough campaign for us, but the main reason we've created this side isn't, so that we can be winning loads of games. That's part of it. It's so that everyone can get a game. And there wasn't really anyone who's left out. Everyone got a good run out, and that's great to see.